Christmas brought so much joy. Couldn't wait for the presents and laughter. I couldn't sleep late at night, looking for Santa with lights. Those are the memories I still remember. Then I became a man, lost sight of who I am, but right in front of me was the answer. 'Cause on Christmas I feel joy, and I turn back to a boy. The answer is to stay young forever. This is not a Christmas, this is not a Christmas song, this is not a Christmas, this is not a Christmas song, this is not a Christmas, this is not a Christmas song, this is not a Christmas, this is not a Christmas song.
Hello, Star Wars fans. You know, there's 105 days until Christmas 2024. And today, September 10th, 2024, is early Christmas for Santa. Oh, I am so excited. Earlier today, Amazon showed up and delivered a box that I didn't know we would ever get. If you've been following the channel, you know that I have been on a crusade to get vintage collection blurgs since maybe the channel started. I just have been dying to get vintage collection blurgs, and I've made all the arguments I could. You know, I used to do some streams with a Black Series collector, Martin, and also known as Zuvium, and Martin Keeler. And we used to talk about this all the time. And he's like, Santa, they're never going to make them. Never. You give it up. And today, my friends, is the day. And good to see you, my friend. Only One Kenobi. Only One Kenobi does vintage collection reviews. Great guy. Just a wonderful, wonderful person. And if you haven't checked out his channel, you should go check out Only One Kenobi. He does lots of vintage collection reviews. And much like Tim over at Bosk's Bounty, just wonderful, wonderful vintage collectors and passionate about this line. And I am so happy that today we're going to get a vintage collection blurg. And oh, Matt Risman's being a punk. But you know, I used to complain about these the vintage collection blurgs so much. The X-Wing over in Nevada, X-Wing commissioned a guy all the way over in Spain. I think it was Spain, a Spaniard, to 3D print me a blurg, a vintage collection scale blurg, and hand painted this thing. So I've got this vintage collection scale, hand painted, 3D printed blurg that Quill has been writing for some time. And this blurg is not articulated whatsoever, right? He's a solid figure. He's a solid figure. So I have been just so excited about them finally saying they're going to make blurgs. And you know, it just makes sense. Blurgs have been with us since all the way back to the Ewok movies. You go back to Caravan of Courage, and you can find blurgs there. And you can the blurgs have been in practically every single animated series there's been. They were in the Clone Wars animated series. They were in the Rebels, and of course, huge credit goes to Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni for bringing blurgs back into live action in The Mandalorian Season 1. And there's so many opportunities for Hasbro to repaint, repack, and re-release these blurgs under all kinds of different cards. I could not be happier. Oh, I'm so excited, you guys. So we're going to get right into this. I'm going to go ahead and open the box. You guys may know I ordered 3 of them. Plus, I won one from my friend Baymax because he made a bet. His bet was that the the ghost from Rebels, that Hasbro, that the Hasbro Pulse HasLab, he made a bet that the ghost would sell as much or more than our no, it wasn't that. It was the Cantina. He thought that the Cantina was going to sell more than the ghost. That was it. And I had the bet that the ghost was going to sell more than the Cantina. Well, I won. And so Baymax ordered himself a few of them. He got them when Amazon had them listed at the wrong price. Unfortunately for me, I had to pay the regular price. Yeah, no blurgs on Star Wars Meg's server. It's sad. It's sad. But you know, Meg's not a vintage collection person. But you know what else I saw is our friends, the Black Series collector friends, are now crying because do they have a Black Series Blurrg? Well, no, they do not. No, they do not. No Black Series Blurrgs for you, Martin. Where are you, Martin? Somebody check on Martin because you know, I know he's kind of given up on the Black Series. He kind of got burned by him. He got mad at him, and he'd been divesting himself of Black Series figures. But wow, look here, guys. I've got it open. Let's take a look. Oh, I can't wait. I'm so, look, you guys, this is crazy. Look at there. 1, 2, 3. Right there. There they are. There they are. 1, 2, 3 of them. Mandalorian Blurrgs. We've got, oh, look at that. My friends would not approve. Look at that. You know, only one if you're still, you know, there. And boss Tim, if you're there, look at that. That is just, that's no bueno right there. But you know, I'm opening it anyways. Doesn't matter too much, does it? So there's one, and I can tell they only get worse. Look at that. Look at that. Come on now, Amazon. What are you doing to me? What are you doing? What? And number 3, right there. Look at that. Yeah. Amazon. That's not cool, man. That's not cool. Maybe Baymax, when he gets his, won't be so abused. But man, that's not good. Vintage collectors are kind of picky about their cards. They're kind of picky about them being pristine and not being damaged. Look at that. What does that look like, Amazon? Huh? Come on now. That's no good. That's no good. That's not acceptable. Oh my goodness. But it doesn't matter too much to Santa because I'm opening these things. In this box. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The box is abused. That's okay. We'll get past it. We'll get over it. I'm just so happy. I'm beyond happy that these are here. I can't stand it. I cannot stand it. I am so excited, you guys. This is unbelievable. What a great day. What an amazing day to be a Star Wars collector, especially if you're not a Black Series collector. Oh, Santa poking the bear. So there you go. There's an empty box. And look here. Look what's inside. Oh, boy. So we're going to take a look here. Just so you guys know, the Blurrg here comes with a new Mandalorian figure from season 1. It is a carded figure, and they've done a nice job here of ensuring that it's not going to get too damaged because you can see the boxing with Mando in there, right? You can see Mando inside the box, but look, if I turn it around, it's got all this cardboard here, and it was sandwiched in the box between the cardboard and the box. So this is absolutely pristine, this figure in here. And the other nice thing is for folks who really, really care about these, they're unpunched. So Used to be back in the day to get an unpunched figure was really, really hard. It's something still that black vintage collection collectors that they're really after, these unpunched cards. So it's not as hard on some of these new figures to get them unpunched. But you know what? They come in a box. You get a Blurrg, you get a Mando. And so we're going to open this guy too. I know it's sacrilege. It's a perfect, pristine card, not a crease, not a wrinkle, nothing. And look at the figure on there. Absolutely great from season one. The picture they put on the card, perfect. You get a nice season one before he gets that Beskar armor. Look at that, his original armor, and the new Beskar armor, and the card is perfect. The card is perfect. VC 335 right there on the back. I know that matters to a lot of folks. We're going to take a look at him in just a moment. This figure does have a lot of nice things we want to talk about, so we'll get to that in just a moment. But let's finish freeing the Blurrg. We've got him in this package here. We need to let him loose. So hold on. You guys are hearing Peanut, my African gray, in the background. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Baymax. Wait a minute. Imperial Activity. Tell me someone else here knows what the Pinto armor is. Not just me. Not just me. Apple? Are you hungry? You want an apple? You gotta have to wait. You gotta have to wait. Baymax says, "Smash like for the Blurrgs. The Mando has improved articulation." Yes, he's got improved articulation. And we'll take a look at that in a moment. Look here. Here's our Blurrg. We open. Look at that. It's fantastic. Saddle there. If we really wanted, we could remove the saddle. The saddle is right there. It unclasps at the belly, and it lifts right off. So you can get the Blurrg without the saddle. So let's go ahead and finish putting them together, and then we'll put the saddle back on. All right. So let's pull out a leg. There's a leg. Now we don't want to do what they did when they sent me one of my rays and put it on backwards. So you can tell this is the left leg. It faces forward when it's on the left side. So we're going to stick this one on, right? Come on, get on there. And so there's the left leg, and you can see that it's got some movement here at the ankle, so you can turn the foot, right? So the foot turns. Not only that, but the knee bends as well. So you can make the Blurrg kneel down if you want to. Look at that. How fantastic. So there's the left leg. Let's get the right leg out here. And we'll get this one stuck on there as well. And just so you see that, right, you've got a ball joint there. Got a ball joint, and then the socket right in there. So you just have to push that into that socket until it gets all the way in there. So we'll give it a nice squeeze here, and we'll get that on there. Come on. So there we go. Now we've got the right leg on, left leg on. We're missing an arm. Well, so they put one arm in as it was shipped, right? So we'll put the left one on, or the right one on here, and just one more. So let's get here. Brendan Wayne called the first brown armor set Pinto armor, reminded him of his first car, a Ford Pinto. Oh, look at that. I love it. That is fantastic trivia right there. Thank you for that, Imperial Activity. Fantastic. So in here, we've got the other leg plus the bridle, right? So we'll get the other arm, right? We'll get this other arm, and we'll pull it out along with the bridle. There's the bridle. We'll take a look at that in just a moment, right? So there's the bridle. We'll put it here with the saddle, but we want to get this other arm out, and we'll take a look at that. too. So well, this one is already on, right? So his left arm already attached, and you can see how wonderful that is. Now, one thing on this arm is the elbow and the wrist, the hand. This is all just one piece. So here, let me show you. This is all just one piece. So these are not articulated whatsoever, right? Those are not articulated at all. This piece here, where it comes in, we've got a ball here with a little bit of articulation here, right? So we can turn it this way, but there's none past the shoulder. So we'll get this guy stuck in here. And as you guys hear, my friend Peanut has got some things to say up there. Yeah, she's got things to say. Yeah. All right, let's get this this arm stuck in. There we go. All right, so you are going to get the rotation here, right? So it'll rotate up and down, but it just came out. There's only so much you can rotate the arm, but look at there. It does extend out and back in. Look how great that is. Look how wonderful. Oh, it'll go up and down, right? So it'll go up and down to a degree without coming loose. So look at that. Look at this guy. And then, of course, the tail. Look here. You can wag the tail. No, it's a happy Blurrg. Look, his tail wag. We've got a happy Blurrg. Looky there. So you guys, look, I could not have asked for anything more from the very first Blurrg. Again, these things can be Hasbro can easily repaint these like more of a brown and other colors. Hey, there's Mike Porter. See you, Mike. I know I didn't plan out the stream ahead of time, so I didn't give you a head start and no heads up to do that. We were going to stream today. So there you go. Peanut wants to have, she wants to be involved in the stream, right? So here you go, Sabersmith. I need a little toy action. These kids testing me today. No, it's all been a Blurrg to me. I know. So let's go ahead and get the saddle back on, and we'll get tail wagging win. Yes, the chosen pun, Mike Porter. I'm just getting caught up with the chat, you guys, so that we can keep going. Yes, we all hear you. We all hear you, Peanut. You're being loud. So look, let's just compare these for both size. I already showed the 3D printed model right there. Look at that. So the 3D printed model does have the size like spot on. Look at that. Size maybe slightly bigger. Now look at that. They're basically the same. Now the painting is going to be far more detailed in this guy, right? Far more detailed in this guy, right? In the 3D one. Some of the painting in there is brilliant. They've done a really nice job. But here you get more of a vintage collection kind of paint application, but still just tremendous. You guys be sure that you follow Only One Kenobi. Follow my friend Tim at Boss Bounty and catch this as well. They will do a far better. They'll do a far better job of reviewing this than me, and they'll have better breakdown of it. But I'm just so happy. So look, right now, let's get this on. Let's go ahead and get the saddle on, right? And then the saddle, it attaches really simply. There's just a simple there's a hole here and a peg there. The peg just goes in there to lock that in. And now the saddle is locked on, right? We've saddled the Blurrg. Now he needs his, now we just need our, we need to put the harness on, right? So here we go. I'm going to stick that right inside his mouth. And look, we've now got a bit in the mouth of the Blurrg, right? So we've got the equipment on there. right? So now all we need is a rider. All we need is a rider for our Blurrg. We've got Matt Cave. Good to see you. Oh my goodness. So yeah, Mike says that Blurrg was in my closet and under my bed. So it's been said it's like a piranha. It's like a piranha with legs, or a tadpole with teeth. It's it's somewhere between that. Blurgs are just such an iconic creature for Star Wars, and for the vintage collection to release a creature, mainline creature, so iconic as the Blurrg. It's just tremendous. So let's check out our Mandalorian here. All right, so we're going to open VC 335 Mandalorian on Arvala 7. So this is, you remember Arvala 7, right? You know, what happened on Arvala 7? You guys remember? Huh? You know? I'm sure you do. I'm sure you do. Come on, tell me what happened on Arvala 7. It's an important location. It's an important thing. So I'm opening this. I typically take my box cutter here and I run it right around the edge of the card and the plastic so that I release the bubble without really damaging the card and peeling any of the picture off. So that's how I normally do it. I take my I got this guy here. Yeah, IG88 was on Arvala 7, right? Razor Crest got stripped by Jawas. Yeah, there's something pretty major. Arvala 7. It's where they found. It's where they first met Quill, right? First met Quill. Met somebody else there too. Right, on Arvala 7. Yeah. Oh, we got one more piece of plastic here holding on. We'll get that. Yeah. So there we go. There's the card. It's been freed of the bubble. Grogu. Fitz has got it. Grogu. Yeah. So there's the card. It's been freed of the bubble. We'll then take, let me set this down. We'll take this bubble off and we'll free Mando here from the bubble. So you guys seen the Mando movie trailer or the Sizzler that they shared back at D23, and in that we see Mando's getting a new Razor Crest. Well, at least he's going to be in another Razor Crest with a different pilot, right? We saw Zeb Aurelia, right, from Rebels. Zeb was piloting this other Razor Crest, so there's his pistol, and then in that, yeah, you're cracking me up there, Peanut. So, but when they blew up the Razor Crest, the original Razor Crest, you know, Mando lost one of the most fantastic weapons ever. This rifle, and we've seen the rifle before with the tuning forks on the end. You guys know this rifle originated from the holiday special cartoon. This comes exactly from the original holiday special. There was a cartoon bit there in the middle, and in that part, the Boba Fett, which had different color armor, Boba Fett had a rifle with these tuning forks on the end, right? So that's where that originally came from. And then it made its way in to The Mandalorian season 1. So now we get Mando. Let's get him free Mando from the bubble, right? And this is, I've already seen my friends review this guy. He comes now with just a soft goods cape. No more of the rubber plastic cape. He's got this cloth cape. And unlike the one that we got with the Razor Crest, it had like wear holes in it. That one had wear holes all in the cape. This cape is perfect, right? It's not damaged like that. And Again, there you go with his Pinto armor. As Imperial Activity told us. So there's he is with the Pinto armor. We're going to go ahead and put the pistol in his thing there, right? In the holster. We're going to put the pistol in the holster. Now, another difference. It's a really key difference with this figure. Most of the Mandalorian figures we have come with the jetpack. In season 1, Din did not have the jetpack yet. We're at the point of riding the Blurrgs, right? When he was the first time he rode the Blurrgs, did not have it. Most Mandalorian figures on the back have a mounting socket right here, so you can put the jetpack on. It goes right in the mounting socket there. You'll see this one does not have a mounting socket at all. So you get that. He is not going to be holding the rifle there. Now, the other thing that they have, and I should show you on the bandolier here, the bandolier on the back has a tiny little hole. Has this tiny little hole right here. This hole meets up with there's a little nodule that sticks out on the rifle here on the side. You can stick this nodule right there. You guys may not be able to see it. This nodule goes right in there so that this will stick to his bandolier. So let me get that on here. Here, I'm going to entertain you guys for a second, right? Because I can't see. I'm old. So I got to get out the Santa glasses, right? I got to get out the readers. That way I can see. But here you go. Now there it is. Now I can see. This guy goes right in that socket. And then you'll see that the rifle sticks right on there fantastically. Look at that. And since it's a socket, you can turn it, which we may have to do when we go to seat him on the Blurrg, which is another reason this figure is fantastic. There's a vintage collection. They've come up with this ball and joint socket for the hip so that he can ride the Blurrg, unlike some of the others. Most of them have this this joint, and it's very similar to the shoulder that was on the Blurrg. It's hinged, but it's not like a ball joint. A lot of times they're more like the elbow here. In this case, he does have a ball joint. Yeah, Peanut has spoken and spoken. Yes, Peanut has lots to say. She likes to interrupt phone calls, meetings, live streams. She likes to get attention. So here we go. We've got Mando. We've got a Blurrg. And look at that. We're going to put Mando on the Blurrg here. Get him all situated with his ball joint hips. We can bend the knees there. Get him seated perfectly on our Blurrg. Look at that. He seats right on there. Let's get him set down just a little better. Look at that. Nice. This knee may be bent a little too much. We can move it forward. Look at that. He sits right in there. Now we can kind of sit him forward a little bit. We can pull the reins back. And then is he a left-handed rider? If he's a right-handed shooter, he's a left-reined rider. Right? So you got to hold the reins in your left hand so you shoot with your right. And of course, his holster here is on the right side. So let's go ahead and put the reins in the left hand. Get this situated in here. Come on. There you go. Get a hold of the reins. Get us all situated. I'm wrestling back here. I gotta get this. There we go. Get a hold there, Mando. There you go, Din. Right. Your people once tamed the mythosaur. And you're telling me you can't ride a Blurrg? Come on now. You got to get on it. Right? So So there we go. We've got Mando. He's got Din's got hold of the reins. I can probably work with that to get a little bit better. But look at there. He's right there. He's riding it. We got got all these weapons in the boot there. I just love it. I'm so excited. You guys, this is just one. This is just one. I'm going to be unboxing. I've got a couple more, right? So we've got our Blurrg. We've got Din riding the Blurrg. I'm actually thinking about maybe putting his pistol in his hand there, right? Yeah, step up. You want an attention. I hear you over there. Okay, hold on. Yeah, come on, bird. Yeah, she's talking. Yeah. All right, we're going to set. Hold on a second here. Din, yeah, I'll give you your pistol. We'll give Din the pistol. And look there. Got him in firing position. Now let's get him back on the saddle. Come on. All right. There we go. Back on the. Let's get his arm extended here. I'd like him to be a little more positioned to ride. So we're going to try to turn things a little bit here. There we go. There we go. We'll get this turned. And I've got his hand positioned there to hold the reins. We're going to stick him back on the saddle. And I'm going to get Din to hold on right there. Oh, that's even better. That's even better. Oh, my goodness, you guys. Oh, this is the best. It's absolutely great. Let's get his legs straightened out there. Let's get him comfortable in the saddle. Got to go for a long ride there, Din. So we're gonna get this positioned so that he's riding a little more professionally. Let's make it look like this isn't your first ride. This is another great feature. Is these vintage collection? They've got rocker ankles. And so you can get these ankles to stick in there real nice and tight to the body. Look at that. Both of these ankles are nice and tight in there. Din is settled in. He's ready for a ride. He's positioned on there. Got hold of the reins. He's got his pistol drawn, and he's ready to take care of business. Look at that. Din's ready to take care of business. How about that? So there you go. Let's go. Blurrg number 1 unboxed. I've got 2 more. We're going to put Quill on this one. And I've got a 3rd one here. Where Blurrg Rodeo. I've got the 3rd one to put Cara Dune if I want to. I've got Cara Dune right over here on the Mando shelf on the right over there. So I could put Cara Dune on one. I could put Din on one that's down there, and I could put Quill on one. And then I've still got the 3D printed one that Quill is currently on. So I've got my herd of Blurrgs already set. And you guys and my friend Baymax will be sending me another one. Yeah. So I can't wait. I'm dying to see them start to put these, repackage them with maybe other figures, repackage them. I would love to see just a Blurrg by itself with no figure. So just give us Blurrgs, because how many of the figures do you need, right? So in this case, I've got 3 of these Mandos because I got 3 Blurrgs, and I don't need 3 Mandos. I've got 1 unboxed. I got another one that's going to be completely, boxed, carded. And then the 3rd one, what am I doing with it? What am I doing with that 3rd Blurrg? Or Din Djarin, I mean, the 3rd Mando. So hopefully they'll start releasing these guys repainted. You can get one that's maybe a little green, get one that's painted maybe a little blue, one that's painted, a little different. Jedi Mike says, giveaway. Yes, that's probably exactly what we're going to do, Mike. We'll do a giveaway at some point for the extra figures. This is great, guys. 10 out of 10. Santa, this is, I could not have asked for anything more in the collection. And I heard from Tim Boss Bounty. He's watching a football game with his son. he's otherwise engaged. My friend Only One Kenobi, he is tied up at work. I'm just thrilled to death, guys, to have finally in our hands vintage collection Blurrgs. Wow, what a great day! What a great day! I want to thank you all for being here as I did this unboxing. I'm over the moon here. Oh, Matt Cave. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much, my friend, for the super chat. A $20 super chat from Matt Cave Gaming. Far too generous, my friend. Wow. Absolutely amazing. He said some credits to put towards handling your Blurrg farm. Oh, I can hear there could be a handful. Well, you got to feed them. You got to keep them fed, because if a Blurrg gets too hungry, he can do some damage. He can do some damage there. So yeah, you got to keep them fed. It's important. Yes, Christmas is early today for Santa. You guys, thanks so much for being here. What else can I say? What else is left? I'm happy. I'm a happy Santa today. You guys, we'll be back Friday. I've got other vintage collection figures in the public mailbox. I haven't gone and picked them up yet, but hopefully I'll get those by Friday. We'll do some more vintage collection opening, and we talk about the Star Wars news of the week. And we'll come back Friday to spend some more time with you all. Hope you all have a wonderful, blessed day. And I can't wait to talk to you next time. And Mike Porter, my apologies for not giving you a heads up on the Mike Porter dad joke. But we'll see you Friday. Guys, take care. God bless. And until next time, my friends, ho, 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 Merry Christmas. And may the force be with you always. Bye-bye.